Find nationally recognized heart care specialists at FloridaHeartExperts.com. That's FloridaHeartExperts.com.
Strybog Day is Saturday, July 12th at Shark Coast Tactical. The crew from Strybog Firearms will be at the shop with reps on hand to walk you through the best the industry has to offer. Strybog gets rated consistently as one of the best values and incredibly reliable firearms on the market time and time again. And while you're there, you can check out all the Grand Power Strybog lines at the shop. Mark your calendar and get the Shark Coast Tactical this Saturday, July 12th. There'll be tons of prizes, killer giveaways, and special offers with Strybog reps on site. Shark Coast Tactical is often imitated, never duplicated. Shark Coast is on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media and tell them Mike Caltasea.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
it's JP. On 1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go.
Stay right where you are.
stand by to broadcast. Okay, people, let's do this.
Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky. It's so tight. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky.
It's JP 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. I went into that cryo tank about an hour ago.
Oh.
I forgot about. I haven't gone in a while. I bought a package for it, and for those of you who don't know, it's basically you go in and you're in this cold tank for 3 minutes, and it gets down to minus 237 degrees Fahrenheit.
Nope.
And as I was in it, I was like, "Oh man, I forgot how bad this is." But I feel better.
The tank isn't water. It's not like a submerging water thing.
It's not an ice plunge. It's not a cold plunge.
You walk into it, right? You go into
Yes.
a so it's already. Do you go into it and then it slowly decreases in temperature, or is it that temperature and you just walk in?
No. So they press a button and it gets to. It really happens within the first 15, 20 seconds. It's on nitrous. There's some sort of gas that they use. It's connected to this tank, and the next thing you know, there's just smoke, like dry ice smoke.
Yeah,
like that's just
because it can't handle how cold it is and the temperature difference, and
you just got to keep walking, you keep standing there, but you got to keep moving your legs, or else you're gonna have some problems. I forgot how cold it was.
that sounds insane, though. Because
you know what? It's for a lot of the. As a matter of fact, almost all of the professional teams, NFL, and they use it because it's for inflammation.
Okay.
It's great for recovery. And for whatever reason, I woke up this morning, my whole body was just like hurting. I was like, you know what? I haven't gone in forever. And I went and I was like, okay, that's cool. And now I feel a little bit better, but I forgot how much of a bitch it was.
Well, how long do you stay in it?
3 minutes.
3 minutes
is it a quick 3 minutes, or is it a, dear God, hasn't it been 5 minutes already?
It's not a fast 3 minutes, but it's like one song, you know? It's like one song's worth. So by the time the song is over, you're out.
Yeah.
You're out of it. And there's somebody in there talking to you. because they don't want to leave you. You can't be in there by yourself.
I feel like shut up. Don't
like
talk
someone's
to me.
in there with like a winter jacket and stuff, or do you mean like on a speaker?
No, they're in the room with you. And they're talking to you. Hey, what's going on? How you? I haven't seen you in a while. Blah, blah, blah. It's a little small talk stuff, but it's fine because.
Don't talk to me.
I'm the same way. If I'm in their club, like, don't shut the F up.
Yeah, shut up. I got my own. It's a mental game, and I need to be in my head. I don't need you to talk to me.
You don't have to have the conversation. You don't have to talk to them. Good. They're just there just in case something happens.
Mm-hmm.
But it's weird being in a room with somebody and not having any conversation whatsoever.
Not for me. Not in that situation. Not in that room.
What I realized it was, you guys don't, neither one of you have done it. Okay.
I just know myself.
If I come down in 2 weeks, will you go?
Yes, I would do it.
I don't got the money for that. No.
I got it.
Oh, then yeah.
What?
That was a quick turnaround.
I just assumed.
I'm paying for that.
I'm like, I'm not paying.
Oh, okay, it's on your bill. All right. Well, you just assumed it was on.
I just said yeah because I knew he was paying.
That blood-sucking leech was just like, I know he's paying for this. I ain't doing it.
Yeah, pretty much. But hold on, what is it? What do you wear in there, or what as a girl would I wear in there? Is it a bathing suit situation?
I know, I just go into my underwear. So they're not in there when you change. You go in, you change, and you have a plastic bottom slipper and socks. They give you socks because you can't have damp socks on like from if you've been wearing them.
Okay.
You put those on, and then they give you mittens.
Okay.
And you go in, and I'm in my underwear. I don't know if women go in topless. I don't know. You can't see anything. And then once you're settled in there, you press the button.
There's someone else in there. Well, they're going to see.
No. They don't. They're out of the room while you're getting changed. Yeah. And then you go into the tank. And then once you're in the tank, you press the button. And then they walk in.
And I'm topless.
And they yeah, but you're hidden.
Can I go in naked?
It's you don't want to do that.
Shrinkage.
I do. I want to go in there and be like, hey, and this is in negative 237 degrees. Think about when it's room temperature. Know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, if you think you could pull that off, that's fine. But I can promise you this. Everything that hangs is running for cover.
It just goes inside me. It goes.
I can promise you that. Monica, maybe women wear a sports bra in there, but I'm topless and nothing happens, so I don't think nothing would happen.
Are you allowed to? Because in my head, I would want to I would want to move back and forth. You know what? I'm not just going to stand there still. Okay, good.
You have to.
Okay, well then I think it's totally doable for 3 minutes. To me, it's a mental game. I can do this. It's not forever. Nobody's physically hurting me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a mental game for me to power through and move. As long as I can move and move around, I'm good to go. I'm good to go. I mean,
you'd be able to do it. It's
keep in mind.
You go in, and I'm literally not even there a total of 7 minutes. I walk in, I check in, I bring you into the room, you get changed, you go into the tank, it's 3 minutes, you get dressed, you leave. Boom, done. And it's good. It's good for you if you're having, what are you making faces for?
I just realized I'm the girl.
Did somebody fart?
No, I just realized
you just made a face like somebody farted.
No, I just realized something face of not good information face. I was just thinking, I get really cold, like hoodie and jeans and boots if it's below 70 degrees. So I just realized what you said. And
you can do it. I'm telling you, you can do it. I'll tell you this, it's easier than a cold plunge. It's definitely easier than a cold plunge.
I don't know.
Have you ever done a cold?
No, but I would try that. I would try that as well.
That's tough.
I'm not anti any of this.
That's not good. And I'll tell you what, I feel like I came in and I'm clear. I feel good. I'm glad I went. Joe's on line one. What's going on, Joe?
Hey.
Hey, man.
So, ask JP about, give him that option about the goat that you guys were talking about yesterday.
You're talking to me. What's the story with the goat?
Ask Dizzy to tell you.
All right, he's taking calls right now, but I'll ask him as soon as he comes back. Thanks, dude.
I don't know what he's talking about either.
Is Diz there?
Yeah, he's just typing.
Diz, what do you know about why is this guy asking me about goats?
What?
Some guy said you were talking about me with a goat or something?
You with a goat?
Maybe from Setting Show?
Oh, from Setting Show? Oh, no, nothing involving you. Setting every Wednesday, he has these controversial questions.
Oh, you mean like last week with you had to either watch your parents have sex every single day for the rest of your life or join in with them once?
Yes.
Horrible question.
Yeah, it was
Where the hell is he coming up with that?
I don't know. Horrible question.
I don't know. I don't know.
The peace and love hippie dude shouldn't be going that dark.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be going that dark.
So yesterday's was it was pretty dark as well. Not as dark as the parent thing. Yesterday's was would you rather have sex with a goat and nobody will know, or everyone thinks you had sex with a goat and you cannot convince them otherwise?
Oh, I couldn't care less. Think what you want to think. I'm going with the
like
thought.
Everyone, he said your family life's going to change, everything, your relationships.
That's cool.
Because everyone's going to think.
But at least I could look at myself in the mirror.
And I didn't bring a goat in the situation. That poor goat.
Right.
Oh.
I mean, F the goat. I mean, don't F the goat. But but I said the same thing. I said, let them think what they want to think.
Right.
I'm not effing no goat. He picked the goat. He said
Joe's online too.
He just
What's
wants
up,
to bring
Joe?
He's setting up scenarios where he can just bring a goat.
He's just reading the
That's what
room.
I think he's trying to do.
I said.
Yeah. Or have sex with his parents, one or the other.
Like, John's just reading the room and seeing whatever he can get away with.
Right. What's up, Joe?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hey, man.
Hey, so I do cryo once a quarter, and it's amazing.
Once a quarter?
Monica, it's like once a quarter.
Okay.
Yep.
How come so few and far between?
So I mean, I think that's pretty regular. Just to get it done.
Do you
once
want to go? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going tomorrow.
I don't know if that's wise.
But go ahead.
Well, I'm not as rich as you. No.
He's on the struggle, Cairo.
Yeah.
Right.
No. So Monica, it's like it's bigger than a coffin, but you like stand up in it. Mm-hmm. And you do like wiggle your hands or your toes, and JP's right. They give you like mittens and socks and slippers, and there's like a window that starts going from where your neck is. It starts going up a little bit, and then it's completely closed. You're completely closed at like negative. I forget what it was. Like JP said, like 250 or whatever it was.
237. But I'm not closed like that. My head is out of the tank. My head is above it. They do have those ones when you walk into a full tank. I would love to do that.
What?
Yeah, there's so I'll message you on IG when you come down. There's a place called Restore that's pretty cool that I go to.
Yeah, let me know, man. I'll definitely go check it out.
Oh, there's a Restore in Carrollwood.
And I'm going to bring the kids.
You can pick whatever song you want to go in and listen to.
I'm down for that.
Thanks, man.
So, all right, see you guys.
Wait, are we the kids in this scenario?
Yes.
Okay, I was just making sure.
I'm bringing the kids with me.
Keep in mind when he was describing that. Keep in mind, my head is where everybody else's elbows are. So
yeah, but you have things you can stand on. So there's like.
Why do I want to stand on something? Why can't I just be short?
Well, you can, I guess. You can. I've never had my face inside the tank.
Yeah, I don't need unless you're saying for medical reasons it has to be exposed to whatever. But I have no problems with just. I'm not claustrophobic or anything where I would be
he
scared.
said it's coffin size. For us, we're like, look at this big room.
Roomy. Yeah, look at all this.
So much room for activities.
Yeah.
So much room for activities. Jesus.
Well, I'm glad you feel better. I don't know if it's wise to go 2 days in a row, but if they let you, I guess it's not medically ill-advised.
I mean, I'm sure, like you said, athletes probably do it like every day.
Like the cold plunge, maybe, but I don't know about this negative 237 degrees.
Yeah, some of them have them at their house.
They're all,
little chambers at their house. Yeah,
I'm dying to try the hyperbaric chamber.
Now, what is that?
Chamber?
Isn't there one where you float and it's nothing?
That's a whatchamacallit tank.
I would like to do that.
That's
deprivation tank.
That's a deprivation tank. I've done that too. That's wild.
I want to do that too, but I'm sure
you almost. I want to do that on mushrooms.
That's what I said. Yeah.
No, I want
so we got 2 things to knock out when you come here, bro.
Yeah.
Father Sunday,
yeah. It's we're going full health weekend. Yeah. I just got to get to a Metallica show in the middle there. After that, I don't have to come home till Sunday.
All right, cool. Locked in.
It's going to be a good weekend. As long as it happens. I'll find out Monday from Mike Olivero. It's JP 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Take a break.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning.
They were right. It could have waited. I can't believe it happened to me. Reaching to check my phone. Now my family has to hear that I'm never coming home again.
Officer?
I'm so sorry. I have some very sad news to share with you.
Every day, 9 people on Florida roadways don't make it home. I was one of the people that didn't make it home.
Ride with Do Not Disturb. Every trip, every time. Let's get everyone home safely.
A message from Florida Department of Transportation, Target Zero. For more information, visit targetzerofl.com.
Hey, it's Galvin here for ArborWise Tree Service. ArborWise is a professional tree care service right here in St. Petersburg, Florida, specializing in both residential and commercial tree care. They've been serving the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years, and they're family owned and operated. Whether you need tree trimming, tree removal, air spading, or tree evaluation, ArborWise can give you a free estimate and consultation. With state-of-the-art equipment, no job is too big or too small. Check them out online at arborwisetreeservices.com or call for your free estimate today, 727-481-8081.
Register to bid at Mecum.com for Mecum's Florida Summer Special. Open today through Saturday, July 12th at Osceola Heritage Park with 1,500 muscle cars, classics, Corvettes, trucks, exotics, hot rod, customs, and more. That's Mecum.com.
Downtown St. Pete got a whole lot thirstier. It's the grand opening of Thirsty First at our new location on Central Avenue. Catch the UFC fights, groove to a DJ, or relax in the upstairs VIP lounge. There's something for everyone. Come check out our new vibe. You're going to love it. Thirsty First.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Every year, almost 30,000 babies in America are born with birth injuries. It's every parent's worst nightmare. If your child suffered a birth injury, please call our firm to find out if we can help.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hey, Brandon Rhymes here. Top 1% Realtor team, Keller Williams Realty. Buy, sell, or invest in real estate, commercial or residential. 813-917-1894. ConsumerQB.com. 917-1894. ConsumerQB.com.
Hey, Josh. What's with all the fans? And what are you doing with our cooler? It's as hot as heck in here.
I know. The AC's out again. I'm converting our cooler into a makeshift portable AC unit.
You just ruined our new cooler. Why didn't you just call Climate Design Home Services?
I called the other guys. They can't get to us until 2 weeks from now. I'm sure they're all booked solid.
Josh, Climate Design Home Services can install AC systems typically the same day. They have licensed HVAC, electrical, and plumbing crews to take care of our entire home. And right now, we get our choice of a hot water tank up to 50 gallons or a whole home surge protector when we install an AC system. We can finance it too. Plus, they have over 1,500 five-star reviews and service the entire Suncoast region.
Okay, I'll call now. In the meantime, if you're looking for the ice, it's in the cooler.
Ugh.
Call Climate Design Home Services today and get cool air fast. Go online for offer details at climatedesign.com or call 727-295-1572.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to JP.
It's JP 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
What?
This was actually the last thing I watched on Netflix. I watched that, the making of
Dancing on the Ceiling?
We Are the World.
Oh.
Well, it was all done by Lionel Richie.
Yeah, I guess.
Not feeling it?
I thought Michael Jackson and the dead producer guy was in it, too.
Well, those two, Lionel Richie and Michael wrote the song. Lionel Richie and Quincy Jones quarterbacked
Quincy Jones.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Did you watch it? You would love it.
No, I did not.
You should watch that. You would love it. It was pretty awesome. It was like all these big names. They were all at the American Music Awards, and somehow one guy in the music business basically got everybody's buy-in, and they all just stopped instead of getting on their planes and going back. They all just got everybody to the studio and went and made "We Are the World" in about 12 hours.
That's
you should
awesome.
watch it. You think you would dig it. So I finally found a taser story, Monica, that I think I agree with you on. That they went a little bit too far. There's this guy in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He was at a Lowe's, and the police department in Slidell, they got a phone call of a man that was doing things to himself inside one of the, you know how you go to a Lowe's or a Home Depot, and by the left or the right of this, they have sheds.
Oh, no, I didn't know
sheds
that.
that you can buy and that kind of thing.
Oh, and they're assembled already?
Yeah, they're already assembled, so you know
can see
what
the
you'd be
size
buying.
and
Yeah, so this guy was in a shed, and he was doing things to himself.
What?
Somebody called the cops. Cops show up, so now they're going from shed to shed to shed. And I'm saying to myself, whoever called the cops should be able to tell you exactly which shed this dude was in, right?
Yeah.
So,
Also, where's the manager? Can we get the manager before we get the cops? Are we, I think he would, all you need to do
I
is be
think they might
interrupted.
have gotten the manager. Somebody called the cops, whether it was the people that were shopping or they went to the manager. The manager called the cops. Cops were called. They went in. They were told there was a guy doing things to himself inside one of the sheds. Cops go shed to shed. They find this guy laying on the floor with with his pants down by his ankles, an open jar of Vaseline.
Oh, my God.
And a sex toy.
Oh, my God.
And he was just going at it. He was just going
Wasn't
at it.
playing
The officer
around.
reportedly ordered the man to pull up his pants numerous times, lie on his stomach before taking him into custody.
Was he still-
But the
he just-
guy was fighting it. He was fighting it the
He didn't
whole
lift
way
up his
through.
pants?
He was fighting it the whole way through. And it wasn't until the cops took out the taser and hit him in the nuts with the taser.
Oh, that
why the
can't
nuts?
That can't feel
I
good.
don't know. That's what I said this morning.
That's
dude. I
overkill.
said the exact same thing. I'm like, why did you have to go jumping? Why, you could have. And it was a guy cop.
First
you
of
should
all,
know.
yeah.
You don't have to. You want him to do what you want. You don't have to shoot him in the nuts with the taser. That's why I think he went a little bit too far.
Yeah, first thing, pull up your pants. That's what I'm going to tell them.
Right.
I'm not going any forward until you pull up your pants. You don't pull up your pants? Clean shoot.
Yeah.
That's all I say.
Should have pulled up your pants. And you
Yeah,
wouldn't
should have pulled up your pants. You wouldn't have bullet
So
holes in you.
They tased him and they got him. And, after they finally got him, he was being read his rights and the man admitted to the behavior. It's like, he's like, I'm watching YouTube. That's what he was telling them. I'm watching YouTube. They're like, put the phone down and do it. And I said, where was the toy?
Oh, you know where it
is.
is.
Where was the sex? No, it wasn't there. It was by his side.
Yeah, but you know where it was going then.
I
It had
think
Vaseline.
I think I know where he was planning on
Yeah.
putting it. I'm pretty sure I can figure that one out.
Where was this at? What city? Where?
Slidell, Louisiana, Baton Rouge.
Damn, it'd be hot in there.
I know.
In a shed. That's crazy. All right. Dropping loads at Lowe's. Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be how they pitch their sheds. There's so much room for activities in here. You could do virtually anything.
Husbands,
Yeah.
aren't you?
Can
Is
you
your wife not
imagine?
giving it up?
Yeah.
Get a shed in the backyard.
Oh, the way I pictured this was like a family. It was like a husband, a wife, a kid in a stroller, and the mom's holding or the father's holding the hands of another kid. They go inside and say, hey, can somebody come show us the sheds outside? And then a salesman comes by and he's explaining how the sheds, how they're built. And they come to the house and then he opens up the door. And this guy's just laying on the floor going at it on himself.
Close the door, close the door.
Right, they can't close it. But the guy from the store, he doesn't really see him because he's opening the door. He's pulling the door open, so now he's behind it.
He's still presenting.
And the family,
yeah.
the mom is screaming, and the father's just trying to cover the eyes of the baby that's in the stroller and moving the kid out of the way. The whole deal. The whole deal. I pictured all of that in 7 seconds.
I like that, though.
That would be horrifying.
He's probably just misunderstood, though.
Yeah, that's it.
So I'm not advocating any public stuff like that. But why a shed? Like you can go to a bathroom, like in a gas station or something. You know what I mean? Like why a shed
He might be
at Lowe's?
what are they called?
Pazzo. In Italian, that's crazy.
Oh, well, that's one.
Like Potsy, only with an O?
Pozzo.
I was going to say maybe he's into voyeurism. Is that a term?
He wanted to be caught.
To be watched.
Yeah, like he wants to like the thrill of almost getting caught maybe and stuff, or like in public places.
Listen, that could be it, but I don't think we're talking about somebody who's, the elevator's going all the way up to the roof.
Yeah. People are into that stuff. I'll tell you this. I clean movie theaters. People are into that stuff.
What kind of movie theaters?
I used to work
theaters?
I used to work at AMC.
Were you a booth mopper at a Jack Shack?
No. I worked at AMC for years. That was my first job, actually, like my first real job at 15, and I worked there for years. And you would find stuff in there, whether it was or like condoms.
DNA or condom wrappers?
Both.
You'd find DNA?
Both.
No way.
Yeah, I promise you.
I'm about to wear a short skirt at AMC and get pregnant.
Yeah, well, I think they were in children's movies is where you find them.
Where are you? Oh, really?
Yeah.
No way.
What is a children's theater?
You would be so shook if you realize how many single men used to buy tickets to children's movies and stuff. It's like you can't stop them. You can't be like, why are you watching Finding Nemo alone?
Yeah.
You know what?
The answer is no, you can't go.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
And I'll tell you why you can do that.
You can flag their tickets, but no one,
I'll tell you why you can do that. Because years ago, I was still in my 20s. I wasn't married yet. And me and a couple of my friends, my friend Frankie, my friend Joey, got really, really high and wanted to go play video games. And there was a Chuck E. Cheese not far from my apartment. We didn't even think twice. We were just going to go play video games.
It's innocent.
Yeah.
Right? That's why we were going. They wouldn't let us in the door. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, we're coming to play video games. He's like, no, you're not. It's like, they're like, you're not, you guys, you got kids with you? No, then you're not allowed in. And they wouldn't let us in. And it didn't even dawn on me because I didn't go in there with bad intentions.
Yeah, it was innocent.
It didn't even dawn on me that it would be a problem. But it dawned on them, and they're like, not happening. Kicked us right out. Didn't even let us in the front door.
What did you do? How did you get your video game fix?
I don't even remember what we did after that. We probably didn't play video games.
That's back before they had, because now they have a couple of places on both sides of the bridge where you pay one price at a video, and then there's all these video games, and you can just stay in there for however long and just play all the video games.
We have one of those places now, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if a kid is coming to, if a grown-ass man is coming to the movies to see, one of these animated, kid movies.
Yeah.
You call the cops immediately.
No, that's automatically assuming he's a perv.
One ticket for me in my trench coat, please, in Florida.
Monica, you know what it's called? It's called erring on the side of caution.
Yeah, that's a slippery slope, sir. Now,
I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying arrest him before he gets in. I'm saying call the cops and have him send somebody in plain clothing to just go keep an eye on things.
Yeah. Usually, what they would do is they would turn down the lights in the theater, like really dark, and go in there because they had those little night vision cameras. And they would go check on those people to be like, what are they up to? Are they really just here for an animated movie?
See, no, that scares me because I'm in there sneaking a flick nick I have like a full ass 3-course meal in my purse. And I don't need anybody with night vision goggles looking around.
I got to be honest, I'm not proud of it. Most times when I used to mess around with girls at my teenage years, I knew you got to go in the kids' movies in the way back because all the families are up front paying attention and not worried about what's going on behind them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people aren't going to go sit back there in children's movies. They want to be closer. Whereas adults, they want to be back and like see the whole thing and da-da-da-da-da. So
you had this whole thing sorted out, huh?
Oh, yeah. Because I used to work there. I used to be like, oh, no, let's just go see goddamn Puss in Boots and we'll see in the back and we'll get to make out and do hand stuff.
Make out and do hand stuff. Was that your pitch?
Yeah.
Was that your big pitch to get her to go along with it?
Yeah. You do me, and then if we got time, I'll do you.
We'll go to Puss in Boots, and we'll do a little mutual wackety-wackety.
Yeah.
Understood. Good pitch.
These kids got to learn some way.
And it was probably free. Did you get free movies?
Oh, yeah. Free movies. You'd see movies before they came out, so it was a big deal.
Is that why is that why you wanted the job?
No, my sister worked there. And we did get free movies and stuff because of her, but I was 15, and she's like, you can get a job there at 15. So I was like, all right, cool. My parents definitely wanted me working, so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the rule.
I loved working. As weird as that sounds, I loved At one point, there was a time in my life where I made money working, so I used to like that.
I'm not even going to ask you if you made more when you were 15 at the movie theater now.
15-year-old me is like, what do you mean you get paid less now?
I almost asked it before.
That's funny.
I almost asked it before. But you know what? When you have a kid, I had a job working in the ski shop. It was seasonal, but I loved it.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. And delivering pizzas. Delivering pizzas was the most fun I've ever had at work.
Yeah.
Now, you just discovered, because we discussed this before, if you win the lottery and you want a low-pressure job, you just deliver pizzas. You would enjoy it, and you wouldn't have to do it. It'd be just random money. You know, it's just for enjoyment purposes.
No, I have this.
I'm saying if you won the lottery and I thought you said you would quit this job.
No, I'd quit mornings.
Oh.
I'd quit mornings.
That feels
I would
weird.
never be up at 4:30 again for the rest of my life. Ever.
I used to work box office all the time because that was my favorite besides projection. Because in box office, I used to have a little scheme, little badass me. I would charge people children tickets when they paid cash, and then I'd pocket the change. Like, so if it's adult tickets, $8, I'd charge them $5 challenge ticket, and I got $3 in my pocket.
I really feel like JP's, instead of being mad,
you would tell them $8, but you would ring up a children's ticket.
Exactly. Because they're never looking at their ticket. It's like, wait, it's his child's. So,
right.
Yeah.
I feel like JP is proud of you and not mad at you.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I can see that.
Not going to lie.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Summer is here, and it's time to take that weekend getaway to Vegas, or maybe book that Alaskan cruise. But maybe inflation has kicked you right in the wallet. Well, leave it to Mike Calta to cancel his new order of 14 refrigerators just to give you the Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday. Listen for the keyword every Tuesday and Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Get it and enter it in the free 102.5 The Bone app, and you could win $1,000. That's $1,000 that you can use towards a beach vacation, or to buy your own refrigerator, or to just buy a bunch of beer, stay home, and drink them. You know, like a staycation. It's the Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
At Brandon Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do-it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new CRV for just $199 per month. New Accords are just $189 per month. Or get a new Civic for an incredible $169 per month. We're approving all credit applications, and we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-575-7725 for more information.
Think selling your home is stressful? Try picking the wrong agent. Choose right the first time. Call Jeff Borum of Team Borum with eXp Realty and see how his cutting-edge marketing can get you the most money for your home. Call Jeff at 813-344-4287 or go online at jeffborum.com. That's jeffborum.com and start packing.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Stern from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio. It's heating up, and I'm not just talking about the weather. I'm talking about Rivard Buick GMC's quest to be the #1 GMC dealer in the country. With the help of customers from Tampa Bay and all over the state trusting Rivard for the purchase of their new vehicle, they're closer than ever to that #1 spot. To ensure Rivard Buick GMC gets that #1 spot, they have over 1,000 vehicles in stock and the biggest discounts they've ever had, like up to $14,000 off MSRP on new Sierras. Visit RivardBuickGMC.com today and take advantage of their hunt to be #1. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hi, welcome to IKEA. Hey, I'm moving into my dorm soon and I don't know where to start. You're in the right place. IKEA family members save up to 15% off college essentials to help you feel right at home. Okay, wow. Maybe you can help me pick my classes too? Furniture is more my thing. Fair. Visit us in-store or online from 7/1 to 8/5 for more details. Offer valid 7/1 to 8/5/25. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary. See store and IKEA-USA.com/ready for college for details. Restrictions apply.
Meekum's Florida Summer Special is open today through Saturday, July 12th at Osceola Heritage Park with 1,500 muscle cars, classics, Corvettes, trucks, exotics, hot rod, customs, and more. Register to bid and buy spectator tickets at Meekum.com. That's Meekum.com.
Hey, it's Galvin here for ArborWise Tree Service. ArborWise is a professional tree care service right here in St. Petersburg, Florida, specializing in both residential and commercial tree care. They've been serving the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years, and they're family owned and operated. Whether you need tree trimming, tree removal, air spading, or tree evaluation, ArborWise can give you a free estimate and consultation. With state-of-the-art equipment, no job is too big or too small. Check them out online at arborwisetreeservices.com or call for your free estimate today, 727-481-8081.
Sports allow us to play, learn, and grow. But there's something more important than victory. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe every athlete deserves to be safe. Safe from abuse and misconduct on and off the field. We equip athletes, parents, coaches, and others with the right education to recognize, prevent, and respond to harmful behavior. Join the movement to champion respect and end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
And now, back to JP. And now, back to JP.
It's JP 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Still one of the best soundtracks ever made. I don't care what anybody says.
Is?
Singles? Huh?
Oh, Singles?
Yeah.
Yeah, Reality Bites I put up just right before it, but yeah, Singles is definitely.
In front of it, you think?
Yeah, it's more my type of, like,
Right.
I can see how you'd like this one more, but.
Yeah, this is like, I like Smashing Pumpkins too, and Pearl Jam's on here.
But no 30 Seconds to Mars.
No 30 Seconds to Mars. Oh, you know what? I do have it, but it starts off weird. Hold on, I'll see if I can find it real quick.
Do they make good music? Because I've heard the band name before.
I've only heard the one song, the Closer to the Edge.
Yeah.
It's called. Let me see if I can dig it up. I think I might have it. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves, kids.
How you doing, Greg? Greg. How you doing, Gareth?
Here it is.
Here's Greg.
I think it takes a little while to kick in, though.
Dearly beloved.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is. Pervert. It's a good jam. I actually like the song a lot.
I don't like it right now. Is that him?
Yeah.
This is one of those bands and songs, for that matter, that it's not bad and it's not good. It's just there.
Not only, it's got a huge hook, though. When we get to the hook, it's gigantic. Not only can he act and is he pretty, but he can sing too, the prick.
Well, this just sounds like Machine Gun Kelly music. You know what I mean?
No, hold on.
Good. It's there.
If I never heard that song again for the rest of my life, I wouldn't go, oh, rats. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's not your type of music. For whatever reason,
What does that mean?
But it's not your type of music. You
You're
don't
right.
like it.
Yeah, it's
not what you.
music. I'm kidding.
You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong?
No. Well, no, you're not wrong. That's not the type of rock I like. Is that rock? Is that rock?
That's the whole thing. Yeah, it's rock. It's rock. It's not my type of rock either. But for some reason, the hook of this song, every time I hear it, makes the hair on my arm stand up. I don't know why. I have zero connection to this band. Zero. But I like the song, and it gets me, and I don't know why.
Don't be ashamed.
There's a little shame. I'm not going to lie.
I'm more of We Built This City and the Final Countdown and stuff, you know what I mean?
Are you serious?
No.
Dude, my other radio station plays both of those songs.
Really? Well,
I
We Whip
get
the
it.
City is a fun song. I don't care what you say.
You know what's funny? That has repeatedly been voted the worst classic rock song of all time.
I believe it. It's not. It's terrible, but it's fun to listen to. I don't know how to explain it.
Knee deep in the hoopla. Let's
Listen to the radio. Don't you remember?
Marconi plays the Mamba.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ, where did these lyrics come from?
I don't know. But the whole back in the day, I remember listening, and they would you could insert each radio station could insert their own little thing in the middle. Hey, we're going to, and I know Q105 did it. And I think when I was in Buffalo, I think Kiss 98.5 did it, and it was very like okay. Like, now we're pushing it. Like, I'm down. I liked it. I'm not anti it, but it was like, that to me was weird.
My mom worked for IBM when I was a child, like, and she was high up there, and they had her make, like, a commercial to pitch, and she used that song, and she would not stop showing us that because she made the commercial. Well, not like one that
got made?
No, it didn't get made, but, like, the concept of it did, but not the music and all that stuff.
Yeah,
but
because you got to get
that song, it was stuck in my head as a kid. And I thought it was the coolest song ever until I got older. I go,
I'm
it's kind of
amazed.
dumb, but fun.
I'm amazed a lot of times with you with the stuff for your age, the stuff that you know. Like the fact that you knew Adam West as Batman, and you knew Batman.
But you didn't know what Family Ties was. That's to me like.
I never grew up watching any of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it was like Sanford and Sons, I would have knew. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't even think that Batman was in reruns when you were little.
It's my parents. My parents, it's kind of like Nicole does with his girls. She kind of teaches them stuff from her era. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My parents taught me that stuff and would make me sit down and watch it sometimes when it was on. Like the old Batman, it was on some random channel. My mom was like, come watch what I used to watch. Watch my Batman.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, this is terrible, but also I'm in. This is so dumb.
Yeah.
Well, you like comic book stuff too. Is that why you think? You think you blame your parents for that stuff?
No. I always liked that, I was a teenage boy, little kid. We always liked Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, all that. So I gravitated to all that stuff. And I just never not latched on. I think I liked Spider-Man because he was like like me, like a smart ass if you got powers. Well, he was very intelligent, but I mean like a smart ass when he fought people, he would just say snarky things, and I was like, that's cool. So the same reason I like certain athletes, like I was telling John sending this, I follow my team, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but then I'll have an athlete I follow, and that used to be Terrell Owens because I loved players who could talk trash but back it up. Yeah. Like they would handle business. You know, Vince Carter, one of my favorite basketball players. He talked trash, but he backed it up. That was my whole thing. And when I played sports, I talked trash. I backed it up. Yeah.
Right. The ones to laugh at are the ones who talk trash and then like they can't back it up and you're like, scoreboard, douchebag.
Yeah.
You know? That's always the best. When somebody, like when you be beating the snot out of somebody and then they start talking smack, you're like, dude, it's 7-1. You know?
You scored one goal, a sympathy goal. Good job.
We had this team when I was coaching, when I first started coaching again, and I had gotten away from it for a while, I had this bomb squad. It was me and my buddy Court. He was always my coaching partner. And, this was his career. He played professionally. And he'd be like, listen, I got a team. I want you to come do it with me. Okay. And I'd go, coach them for a lot of years, especially that team. And we would go to tournament. Like my first tournament with this team, we were mercy ruling everybody. And there's this guy, this other coach. We were beating the piss out of this team, and like trying not to. You know, but there's a fine line. Do you run up the score or do you have him pass it around? So, and this coach is like talking all sorts of smack. And my buddy's like, bro, literally, we are one goal away from mercy ruling you guys in 8 minutes. In 8 minutes, the guy's like, what's your name? And he tells him, my buddy's name is Court Weinstein. He's a professional player. He's like, you're not Court. And now we're laughing at each other. And this guy's like getting in his face. Dude, don't you know when to shut? And his kid is the goalie that's getting smoked.
Your kid sucks, guys.
You know, right. So not only are you getting your ass kicked, but your son is pretty much the reason you're getting your ass kicked. You know? and you want to come out and you want to start talking all sorts of smack. It's whatever.
When I played high school and I would score, especially when I went to Canada, when I would score, I would run past the defenders and I'd start going in their face, bench him.
Oh, wow.
Start pointing at the guys as I scored and like run to the corner and dance or something.
What are the odds people on other teams that you played were like, this guy?
Oh, they absolutely hated it.
Yeah.
Especially there was a team that was waiting to beat me up. They're like, get off the bus. Like after the game, they're like, let's go beat him up. He was so rude. But, I didn't care. They were yelling racial slurs at me. I remember that in Canada. I was like, most racist stuff always happened to me in Canada for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, and I'll never forget that day because there was a white kid on the bus. He was like a wrestler. He got off the bus. He's like, who wants to fight him? Fight me first. And I was
really?
like, oh, look at this. It's like, remember the Titans. Let's all get off the bus. So we all get off the bus. We didn't fight, but, it was funny.
That's cool. Yeah, so there you go. Little music lesson, little life lesson from Dizzy.
Yeah.
Little Canadian racism.
Yeah, good old Canadian racism is what we call it.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Did you miss the Mike Calta show today?
Can we hear some of Johnny B's stand-up?
Not on the air, no.
Oh, it's dirty.
Yeah. He's not like overtly dirty, but he is dirty. So the funny
he
stuff.
just texted me. He said, I'm built for Skankfest.
Yeah.
So he's got.
Yeah.
Listen to the Mike Calta show every weekday morning at 6 a.m. on The Bone.
Or anytime with the full show replay.
On the free 102.5 The Bone app.
Neutral presents the Bone Summer Beach Bash, an entire weekend of everything Bone. July 18th through the 20th at the beautiful Sky Beach Resort in St. Petersburg. The Mike Calta Show, JP, Senning Show, and Drew Garabo Live will be there all weekend to hang out with our Bone fam. For all the fun and details, head to theboneonline.com.
When it really matters, choose Farrah and Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
Summer is here, so if you are thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and you can skip all the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly without the stress of showings, open houses, and those costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed all-cash offer allows you to sell your home in as little as 21 days and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Jersey College is a nursing school where faculty know how to give you the resources and support you need with encouragement and real connection.
Hi, my name is Ebony and I'm a graduate of Jersey College. I felt like Jersey College truly cared about me. This experience was a life changer for me. It's a great feeling. You have to try. Don't doubt yourself. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Classes are enrolling now at our campuses in Tampa, Largo, Brooksville, Naples, and Port Charlotte. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Hey guys, it's a cat named Mo, and for the past 10 years, I've been talking about the Centers for Men's Health
better known as C4MH.com, which has been the leader in low T care for the past 15 years. C4MH.com leads because it's a local medical practice, not one of those slick national franchise T clinics that pop up overnight. C4MH leads because it has no financial contracts, no upfront treatment payments, and no added cost treatments. C4MH leads because we fully disclose, and I say we because, again, I've been with them for 10 years, the affordable pricing. There are no hidden surprise costs. The slick pop-up clinic's pricing is nowhere to be found, and then come the contracts and high-pressure upselling. C4MH leads because 18 West Coast Florida locations only treat you with pharmaceutical testosterone and never the cut rate compounded stuff the other clinics use. So when you want affordable, safe, convenient, low T care, go to C4MH.com.
Are you over 50 and constantly feeling tired, bloated, or just a little off? Don't ignore it. Those could be signs that your liver is crying for help. As we age, our liver, which is essential for metabolism, digestion, immunity, and detoxification, needs extra support and protection. If neglected, it can leave you feeling sluggish and constantly off your game. That's where Active Liver from New Nordic comes in. Available in easy-to-take tablets or delicious gummies, Active Liver combines powerful natural ingredients like turmeric, milk thistle, and globe artichoke extract to help support healthy liver function. With Active Liver, you're giving your body an essential daily defense against toxins from alcohol, fatty foods, and sweets, helping you reclaim your energy, improve digestion, lose the bloat, and strengthen your immunity so you can look and feel your best again. Protect your liver and give it the support that it deserves by making Active Liver from New Nordic part of your daily wellness routine. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS, Meijer Grocery, or online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Guys, if I could just have your attention.
Let's go! Turn it on now!
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go!
Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this.
Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go! Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast. Okay, people, let's do this.
Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
JP 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. How's everybody doing today? Everybody good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I took a big L yesterday. How it is?
Yeah, I wasn't even talking about that, but yeah, you're right. I did. It sucked. I wallowed for a bit, moved on.
You've seen what happens when Monica takes a Bills L on a Sunday. you know the level of disdain that she walks around with for a little while. Are you at that level right now, or just not so much?
No, I got over it last night because, they exceeded expectations.
They sucked yesterday.
With the squad we had. Yeah, we did.
That second goal, our defense was soft.
Trash. Trash.
That was some garbage right
Trash.
there.
And we have a lot of injuries. We're missing a lot of players, so I was like, hey, we exceeded expectations. I can't get too mad. So I wasn't too pissed. I am kind of shooken up that I saw a dead cockroach in the studio yesterday. It's still here.
Of course. Where in the studio?
Like one of the doors you walk in. Yesterday, Mo came in for Drew's show, and he came in through one of the side doors, and he just went, went through another door. We're like, what's the matter? He's
Mo
like, it's
does
a cockroach.
Yeah, he will not. He does not do cockroaches. Like most people, nobody likes him.
Yeah.
That guy is not a fan.
Yeah. It was a big, genuine reaction, which is hilarious.
Yeah, he'll lose his crap.
Yeah. Like, he went,
Did he kill? Who killed it? Did he kill it?
No, it was dead. It was just dead.
Oh, it was
lying on his
already
back.
dead?
Yeah, it was like a turtle. And then he just...
And nobody has the courage to grab a paper towel and throw it in the garbage?
I'm not doing that. I'm not
my job description.
It's not even about that. I just don't. Even if I don't, I will not agree to do that. I can't. Who's touching that?
Yeah, you can't keep me on part-time and expect me to pick up cockroaches. I'm not doing both. It's one or the other, dog.
So you guys would rather be elbow deep in cockroach corpses?
I legitimately did not know it was there until Gareth said it today, like right before literally seconds before the show was on.
Right.
And and I know I'm surprised, but I don't. If JoJo is listening, that'll be gone before the end of the show, like before the end of this first segment. If she's listening, I think she's in that department head meeting.
Okay.
But there is. Allegedly, anyway, a guy who comes around and vacuums on a weekly basis. So at the very least, we'll
on a weekly
that.
basis or on a daily basis?
Weekly, right? I think on Wednesday mornings.
Weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. Who's counting?
Yeah, who's really taking it?
On paper, it's weekly. Officially.
They always say there's people that come in and clean the studios. Meanwhile, if I ever showed you the dust that was just like anywhere near a computer or anything, well, God, it's gross.
Dude, before COVID,
if you looked up, even worse, Monica, excuse me, if you ever look at the vents, the AC vents in the ceiling, the blackness that is there. I'll take a picture of it between, during commercial breaks. I'll send it to you. There's no doubt there's cancer floating around these. No doubt.
100%. Monica, do you remember when Taylor and JoJo cleaned the studios?
Yes.
And the amount of gunk that was just piled up over years? It was incredible.
It really is. And I remember before COVID and before we had these Lysol wipes, which I literally do every day. It has nothing to do with the person before. It's just trying to keep this place not so disgusting. The literal, and I'm not even exaggerating, fingernails, boogers, and hair, and probably pubes on the board. Like they would just be on the board. And I don't know what people are doing or why they don't clean up or why they're doing it, whatever. But and now since COVID, and most people wipe down the board a lot before their shift. That it's not as bad.
What makes you jump to pubes on the board, though?
Because it's hair.
Right, but the chances of it being pubes, can we agree, probably a little bit... I guess anything's possible.
Yeah, that in this studio, I mean, maybe in the Dove, it's not a pube. But
the Marconi Award winners don't put their pubes on the board.
and even then, a Marconi pube, I got to tell you, impressive. Right. I wouldn't mind it.
Frame it.
I did. It's been bad. I also feel extremely wrong to be so judgy right now because what's worse, a cockroach, feet up over there by that door, or the cat litter that was on my carpet yesterday when I was at work, because that was feeling, and I went home and straight vacuumed and whatever, but I'm saying.
Why was there cat litter on your floor?
I told you, because all my crap was inside, remember?
Right. I don't know how it got on the floor, though.
Well, because my cat litter had to come inside.
Right. So how did it get on your floor?
Well, I mean, they get in there and they swish around and,
Oh, okay, gotcha. And they push their poop around.
And now I feel like, well, no, there's no poop on the floor. It wasn't even a lot. It was like if you got down on your hands and knees, you could see it in there. You know what I mean? Like inside the carpet. Yeah. And now I was like, oh, what's it doing?
That's not coming out.
It's out. It came out. Trust me when I tell you. I think
it's hysterical that you guys have this dead cockroach on the floor in the studio, and it's clearly a thing, but you're waiting for JoJo to come in and save the day.
It doesn't have to be her.
For JoJo. I'm just saying, I'm not grabbing it.
I'm about to name it. What do you think of that?
Yeah. What are we thinking?
No,
What are we thinking?
No way. I am sitting here flabbergasted.
I mean, if it's going to be there long enough, we might as well make it part of the fam,
Ricardo the roach.
Poor little Ricardo.
Yeah.
See if you guys got it. I sent you guys the photo of the air-conditioned vent. I don't know if it went through or not. But, and these were just replaced. And this studio's not even the bad one.
Oh, those are black.
Yeah, I know. And you go to management and they give 0 Fs. All right, we'll get on that.
Ours aren't a lot. I'm looking up now at the one to the right. But wasn't literally someone was outside the traffic studio this morning on a ladder, I'm assuming changing vents? I think they do it on a semi-regular basis.
During the every once in a while, this place is set up. I don't know who set this building up, but they'll come in and they'll run the generator. Like once a month, they'll test run the generator, like the backup generator. And the diesel fuel that runs the generator comes through the AC vents. Mm-hmm. So we'll be in the studio, and all of a sudden, it stinks of diesel gas.
Oh, but I like that. Is that a good smell, though?
You're one of those gasoline people? Okay. If you can only have one smell the rest of your life, is it cardboard or diesel fuel?
Oh, now that's just wrong.
Good question.
That's a Sophie's choice,
Good
my
question.
friend. Yeah, I don't like it at all. Oh, but I guess I got to go cardboard. I don't like it, though. I love cardboard. I don't like to make the choice. Let's have both.
I never understood the people who like the gasoline smell.
What?
Like, I don't get it.
What do you mean?
People like the smell of gasoline. I don't get it.
What do you? It doesn't smell good to you?
No. It's not something I enjoy smelling. I'll deal with it, but I'm not going to sit there and like waft the fumes in my face.
Waft it. Except when I was like a kid, like 6 or 5 or, like a kid, and we were at the gas station and I'm like, oh, I love that smell, whatever I said. And it wasn't my mom or someone she was with or someone said, an adult said, the fumes kill your brain cells.
Yes, I was told that too.
And I was so terrified of being stupid, and you have to understand I'm a nerd and I breed and smart and all that. I would hold my breath every time I went to the gas station because I was terrified.
I'm surprised no random company made like a spray to smell like that. You know what I mean?
Like new car smell?
Or a candle.
Yeah, or a candle. Yeah.
Let's do that. I would do that.
We had this company that was a bunch of teachers. I think it was either right before COVID or during COVID. They decided to make I think they were calling them mandals, like man-scented candles, like backyard barbecue or like a smoke. I know they had one of them was called Fresh Load, and it was like a laundry. It was like
I'll get that one. Can I get 2 of those?
It was a laundry smell, that kind of thing. That would make sense. The smell of gasoline would probably make sense because there's a lot of people that like that.
Yeah. It's kind of like the new car smell.
Those scented candles are very bad for you.
Oh, yeah?
That's what they, yeah.
It's lighting up toxins, essentially, right?
Yeah, it's basically what we're doing. Now my wife she doesn't light them anymore. She bought these basically heat lamps.
Oh, yeah, I used to love those.
Yeah. And you put the lamp over it. And
you put the lamp over it, but I think we're still getting the
You are. You're just not lighting it.
fumes in the air. We're just not lighting it on fire.
Yeah.
So instead of like lighting a mat, now I'm using electricity to heat these candles up.
Yeah. And those things take up too much room. Like they're cute. And you can get them in all these different styles. They're adorable and all, but why are we taking up all this room for a candle? Let's just light it and be done.
Can we go back to the cockroach for a second?
You're obsessed. Way more than we are. Like,
you know what?
I moved on.
I totally forgot about it.
What made me think about it, and I don't know why I'm putting these two together, but I remember years ago talking about a brief amount of time where you lived in Minnesota.
Yes.
And it sounded very rustic, like go outside to go to the bathroom, that kind of thing, correct?
We peed in a bucket, yes. We had a wood-burning stove for like to cook our food and stuff.
Right. So it was like very rustic. And that was like
it was
mom, husband, number
3. He was the hippie
your favorite.
guy. Yes. I loved Howard was the best. I miss Howard. Howard was amazing.
But if that was the case and you were having to go outside, I guess you had to poop outside?
No, it was inside in a bucket in the corner.
And
literally.
How often? Like, whose job was it to change the bucket?
Listen, I was 4. I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, so you were little. So you weren't wiping your brother's ass yet?
No, I was not. Those are the good old days.
Oh, he was
the poop in a bucket hole in the porch were the good old days, JP.
Did you have do you remember? Well, the question, the cockroach tie-in was, Did you have a ton of bugs inside the house and critters and varmints and that kind of thing?
To be honest with you, I was 4. I don't know, but I will say we lived across a narrow gravel road from a farm that had like geese and cows and just all like basic a farm with farm animals. So I imagine there had to have been something, right? It was a very narrow gravel road.
Yeah. I was watching my favorite show yesterday. $1 million lottery, my lottery dream home, and
you're so touchy with that show.
Well, this couple won real money, so they were looking at like real houses, like real dream houses, and like they won $11.7 million, and they were looking in Minnesota. I'm like, oh my god, that's beautiful there.
It's pretty much Canada up there, right?
Like beautiful there.
Yeah. I imagine it's just, I mean, you're about the warmth and not the cold. I imagine it's beautiful but cold.
Yeah. What was the thing I saw in Dizzy's email? Was it talking about MTV Cribs? That was the best show ever. MTV Cribs was the best. I loved it. I loved having, first off, that was spawned off of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. And then they MTV'd it up.
Yes.
And they got all your rock stars and your pop stars and all that kind of stuff. And they would, you'd go and they'd show you the cars and then they would bring you inside. I remember Tommy Lee's house had like a studio and a stripper pole. Nice. And this whole, like a nightclub in there and his DJ booth and the whole spiel. I'm like, this is like, that's the best.
You're about it.
I was. I love that stuff.
But it was also impractical. Like, okay, it's fun to look at on TV or whatever, but like, I'm not.
As a kid, I thought it was great. Then when I got older and I found out it was all like they would just pay fashion designers or home interior designers to go like fix up the house because they knew MTV was coming.
Yeah.
And they get all these endorsements from like Gatorade to put their Gatorades in there. That's what ruined it for me when I found out it was like kind of all like faked in a sense.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, all the cars are rented. They're not like they're never their cars really. They're just rented cars.
There was a whole thing about people saying, "Oh yeah, they took it all away," or it was just once the cameras were gone, and it's just very. I don't know how that worked with the Pimp My Ride if they took that all away.
That was fake
but
too.
Yeah, I imagine I would if it's all the same theme.
I remember with Pimp My Ride, this one girl had a popcorn machine in her center console. They made a popcorn maker in her center console because she was like spending time in her car between classes at community college or whatever it was, and she would get hungry. So Exhibit put a pot, and she was like, she loved popcorn. They put a popcorn maker in her center console.
Just chow on some popcorn while I'm in traffic.
There was an episode where they have I found out, I did a deep dive on Pimp My Ride, and I found out like they would put these people in fake houses that MTV owned, and they would fake go to the door and be like, hey, you're going to be on Pimp My Ride. And there was this fat guy that was on it, and he's like, yeah, my episode, they had like, I was diabetic, and they put like candy bar wrappers and stuff in the back of my car. They're like, get it because he's fat. And when they pimped his ride, he said you had to wait like 5 months to get it back, and they didn't do anything to get you a rental. You just had to figure out transportation. And when he got it back, he had a cotton candy machine in the back, and he's like, I'm diabetic. They're like, yeah, but you're fat. It's funny. Get it? People are going to love this. They're going to think we're the baddest. Yeah.
I didn't know that was the case.
And they do nothing to the engines and stuff. Because there was one guy who had like a broken transmission and this and that. They're like, yeah, we put 8 TVs in. Everything still works the same in your car, though.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the contrived. Let's do it if you're going to do it. And I understand you have to zhuzh it up a little bit, just to keep people interested, but not to that degree. It can't be a big fat lie.
One of the MTV Cribs was one of the guys from Wu-Tang. It wasn't Method Man. Who did high school? What was the
no. It wasn't from Wu-Tang. It was Redman. I know what you're
It was Redman.
Yeah.
I thought he was a Wu-Tang guy. Sorry about that. That was he had this dump little apartment in Staten Island, and it was just like he was like lifting up the clothes to look for the orange juice.
All right.
People passed out in the house. To ring the doorbell, he had to put wires together and stuff. It was a great episode.
Oh, that's real. That's about as real as it gets.
You remember during I think it was during COVID, they went I don't remember why, but they went to Nancy Pelosi's house, and she was showing off her refrigerator full of ice cream. And this was before it was like, I heard they had and they like she's bragging about like she had like a refrigerator, like a ridiculous freezer just filled with ice cream, and she's showing her off. And I'm just like, read the room, lady. Everybody's stuck in their house.
Yeah.
Not making money. You're showing off your ice cream collection.
Yeah.
You're doing it wrong. What was the thing you wanted to tell me, Diz, with the Khloe Kardashian with the house thing? What happened?
He's on the phone.
Oh, he's on the phone?
Yeah.
He was trying to tell me he wanted to talk about some Khloe Kardashian thing, but I don't know.
Chloe? Which one's Chloe again? I get
Chloe
OJ's.
Chloe is the one they say is OJ's.
Yeah.
She's
she's
the she was the one that was with
Tristan
Lamar.
Thomas.
Yes.
Thompson or
Tristan,
whatever. Yeah, okay.
Tristan Thompson and Lamar Odom was the first one.
Lamar, okay, yeah.
That's Chloe.
Were you talking about the little tour she did of the pantry?
I'm asking you what it was about.
Oh,
What
yeah, I was on the
story
call.
there?
For me, it's kind of what you were just talking about with the $1 Million Homes.
I saw this.
Where you see something, you're like, it's very underwhelming. She showed off the kitchen pantry, and I was like, that's it? It was like, it didn't seem that great for $1 Million home. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I feel like a pretty good home I could do that if I had a bigger pantry. It was not that impressive. You know?
If I had a couple more bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to be organized. There should be like labels and baskets, and let's make it.
That was the cool
Monica,
part.
come to my house.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You're like that? Your house is like that?
No, organize I would hire Monica to.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and I would have a label maker and some.
I'll give you a label maker. I'll let you loose in my garage and be like, yo.
Do I get to go with your credit card to the container store? Because, oh, God,
100%.
literally going to drool. Literally going to drool. Woo.
No, you can do the whole thing.
I think I just might have had a little mess on my seat.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife would love it too. Because it's something.
You got to take it. It's a process. You got to take it all out. When you take it out, put them in a category so you know what's happening there, and then assess what you have, and then go to the container store. It's a process. But when you're done and clean out in there, like complete head to toe, and then once you're done, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
How long from when I leave to when it's messed up again and it's all not even safe?
No, we're getting better now because the kids aren't in and out of the garage now. So I just need to hopefully somebody's coming to buy the quad on Saturday. We'll see what happens. It's JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. I'll be right back.
I'm in a world that tries to take them away. Oh, but I'm taking them back.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 1025 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you need a lawyer that specializes in big trucks. A lawyer who knows all the federal traffic rules that can affect your case.
And who can navigate the complex web of laws dealing with the trucking company, the leasing company, the shipper, and all the other details that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we've seen it all, and we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
And now, breaking news. You leaving me. Your state-of-the-art 65-inch 4K smart television for going out with friends and not staying in to watch TV. Sources confirm that is a terrible decision. Picture-in-picture mode. Do your friends have that? Can they simultaneously stream live sports and extreme baking shows? How about I make everything sepia? Whatever you want, I'll do it. Just don't put me on standby.
Don't listen to your TV. Head out with your friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
If you think selling your home is stressful, try picking the wrong agent. Choose right the first time. Call Jeff Borum of Team Borum with eXp Realty and see how his cutting-edge marketing can get you the most money for your home. Call Jeff at 813-344-4287 or go to jeffborum.com. That's BORHAM.
Medical malpractice and nursing home abuse cases are difficult and the stories are heartbreaking. At Bernetti PA, we fight to make sure your story is heard loud and clear. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Are you looking for the best advice on home financing? Tune in every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock on 102.5 The Bone. With over 35 years in the mortgage business, the Loan Arranger is your key to smart financing.
Oh, hi there. This is Attorney Patrick Smith inviting you to tune into The Bone this Saturday and every Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show, where you can get all of your legal questions answered. So tune in this Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. right here on The Bone for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show.
You hear Dom on the Mike Calta Show every Tuesday morning at 8. And he has his own show every Wednesday night from 8 to 10. It's the Ask the Dom Show on 102.5 The Bone.
Brought to you by Freedom Bail Bonds.
You know, at Hard Rock Bet, you can bet on MLB, soccer, UFC, table tennis, and so much more. But have you checked out the Hard Rock Bet's new Daily Boost feature, The 100? We're dropping pre-built parlays boosted up to 500% right on your home screen. And it's first come, first serve to the first 100 people who get in now before it resets with another boost. Download Hard Rock Bet now or simply go to hardrock.bet and get in on the action. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. To wager, terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine. Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
Dead Guy in the Envelope, 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. If you're new to it, here's how we play. I have a guy, and I know who it is. And you have to ask yes or no questions. So the first clues I gave you, you get a yes, you get another question, you get a no, we move on to the next call. You got a white American guy you know from sports. The sport that he's best known for is one of the big four sports. He just wasn't a part of it in the big four umbrella, if that makes
Version,
any
you
sense.
said, yeah.
Version, right. He did retire before he died. Let's go with James on line 4.
Hey, good afternoon. Was his sport hockey?
No hockey. Brian on line 3.
What up, JP? Sorry for your loss, buddy.
Hey, man. Thanks, Brian.
Yeah, anything to do with coaching?
Yes.
Anything to do with football?
No.
That was my thought, too, because I was like,
no
soccer,
football. No. Mike on line 2.
Hey, JP, Des Monifel.
What's up, man?
Hey, much love, JP.
Thanks, dude.
My question was this gentleman murdered?
He was not murdered. I just want to see one thing.
He said he the other question, I think it was whoever it was, Brian, said that he said, was it in the area of coaching? And then you said, yeah. So was he a coach? Like, let's just make this clear. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, how much clearer you need that?
I didn't know if it's the area of coaching seemed kind of vague. I don't know if it was like specifically coaching or not.
Kathy on line 1.
I need specifics, damn it.
Was the sport basketball?
Yes. The sport was basketball.
Did he die in his 90s?
Oh, I don't think he made it that long. No, he did not die in his 90s, but he was up there.
Is he considered a legend? Why am I asking?
You would know better than I would. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, okay.
So he's no joke, but I don't know if you would call him a legend.
Let me rephrase the question, Your Honor. Was he a coach of college basketball?
Oh, here we go. Ding.
All right. Then yes, he was a legend.
Ding.
If it's who I think it is.
Was his playing career more successful than his coaching career?
I don't think there was a playing career. So, at least not at the not at a pro level. I don't see it.
And he's probably then a coach way longer than he was a player if he was a player. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, there's no career other than, whatchamacallit, other than
coach.
Than the coaching stuff.
College.
800-771-1025. James, line 2. Go ahead, James.
Hey, did he coach at UCLA?
No. He did not coach at UCLA.
You know what I really want to do is ask you about a conference and then see you all and then see you scramble.
Yeah,
but
don't.
I know I won't.
Don't.
Oh, He's silly amused.
I don't even know why I can't find this guy's death. How did he die? Probably had a heart attack. Yeah.
Probably had a heart attack. I mean, you know.
Says he died where he had been hospitalized days earlier for difficulty breathing. In where his college was, the city flew flags at half-mast.
Yeah, I bet you he's a legend if it's home.
Yeah, I guess so. He's a legend in that city, that's for sure. Let's do Matt, line 5.
Did he coach at Indiana?
No, he did not coach at Indiana. Let's do John, line 6.
Yes, did they name the arena after him?
I don't think so. Are you talking about Carnesecca?
No. Adolph Rump.
No.
Rump Arena.
No. No. But Monica, it looks like I am going to a St. John's game in a couple weeks.
Get out. I'm excited for you.
They're good again. Kathy on line 1.
You only go if they're good?
Yeah. I don't like basketball that much. Go ahead, Kathy.
Did he play for Philly? Did he play for Philly?
No. Jeff, line 3.
Hey, is this Coach K?
No.
But you have to ask a question before you do that.
But isn't he still alive,
Yeah.
right? Krzyzewski's still alive.
Yeah.
This guy's dead.
But also, please ask a question first.
Colton, line 2.
Did he coach at Indiana?
No. Nope. Dana, line 7.
Did he coach in North Carolina?
No. Trying to think what else I can give you.
Did he die in the last, like in the 2000s?
Yes.
I don't know what you.
You're just going for low-hanging fruit so you can.
You don't like it when I go too specific, and then I'm going all loose like. And
did he have 2 arms?
He did. There you go, Diz.
On the board.
he just wanted a ding.
Where are we here? Let's go with Tom on line 5.
Hey, what's up? Did he coach for Syracuse?
No soup for you. Ryan, line 6.
Is it Ryan or Brian?
It's you.
This is Brian.
Okay, Brian. Sorry about that.
Yeah, did he coach at UNLV?
Yes, he did.
Tarkanian?
Yes, Jerry Tarkanian is the dead guy in the envelope. Congratulations. All I remember was him, like, biting the towel. Remember that?
That's all he did, yep.
It's all he did was bite the towel. Congratulations.
What if that's what you remembered by? Like, what do you remember, JP? Oh, biting on a towel. Like, I don't know if that's what I want to be remembered of. Everybody will remember you as that. Let's go for the hot ass and parachute pagans. Let's shoot for that instead.
Yeah. Yes, I think I might be going to my first college game.
I'm excited for you.
I think it's my first college game. Yeah, it should be a fun time.
Now, but here's the thing, though. But you must be cool at all times. So you're not going to participate in standing up in defense and saying all the little chants and all the things that are part of watching the game. You'll just sit there in your seat and stare.
No, I'm not going to sit there and stare. I'll cheer for them. I'll root for them. But I'm not going to be like, yeah, defense.
Yeah.
Defense. It depends. If I get a buzz on. Which, by the way, I kind of started drinking this this booze. Diz, he's probably taking the winner. Is he taking the winner?
No, I'm listening right now.
Have you heard of this stuff called Little Saints?
Little Saints?
It's like a booze, but it's mushrooms instead of alcohol.
Like tripping mushrooms?
But not tripping mushrooms.
Oh, then no.
They use lion's mane mushrooms. So somebody bought me a bottle, and I started drinking. I'm not getting paid for this, by the way. Somebody bought a bottle. I started drinking it. And you definitely get like a little euphoric and definitely get giggly. no hangovers, no drunkenness, none of that. And it doesn't last a long time. But there's no hangovers and none of that. It's all non-existent. It was pretty interesting.
So how do you get a buzz from it then if it's nothing in it?
It's the lion's mane. The lion's mane gives you like a euphoric feeling. Which is funny because I used to take it as a supplement and I stopped because I wasn't getting a euphoric feeling. But I guess when you put it, there's that much in a bottle. And I didn't drink the whole bottle. I just had a couple of glasses on the rocks. Pretty interesting. I highly recommend. It's not the best tasting stuff in the world.
What is the liquor, though? Like, what is the...
It's kind of like, almost like a mezcal.
Oh.
Meets a gin.
Oh, I would try this. But
it's not, it's got some heat to it. It's peppery.
Pass.
But yeah, I mean, it's not, listen, I think you have to, I drank 2 of them the other night and I felt giggly for like a half hour, 45 minutes, but then I stopped and then it went away. But I like that.
What Gary's showing is that it comes in a can.
Well, they have cans and bottles.
Okay.
Cans are like pre-made different drinks, and then there's a bottle of the booze.
Yeah, I just see a bottle there too. Interesting.
It's pretty good. All right, JP, 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. A little Aerosmith for your listening pleasure. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. The Bay has elite wings, but whose are the best?
Tummy likey. Tummy want wingy.
102.5 The Bone and Stella Artois are on the hunt for the Bay's best wings. Visit one of the participating restaurants and enjoy a Stella Artois with some wings. Then scan the QR code and vote. The restaurant with the most votes will be crowned the best wings in the Bay and be featured on the Mike Calta Show. Plus, you can win cool Stella gear just for voting. For details and locations, visit theboneonline.com. Thanks to Norton's Dunedin, Varsity Club, Meg's ICOT, Brewlands, and Dunedin Smokehouse.
Shop Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram for some all-American savings with deals on over 1,000 vehicles during our American-made sales event. You pay what we pay with employee pricing for all. Get 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 90 days. Plus, scan the QR code to enter for your chance to win a new Ram 1500. All during our American-made sales event and the Make This the Summer sales event. At the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is own country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
Summer is here, so if you are thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and you can skip all the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly without the stress of showings, open houses, and those costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed all-cash offer allows you to sell your home in as little as 21 days and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When we place our loved ones in a nursing home, we expect them to receive the best care. We meet with families who learn that their mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers have been terribly abused in nursing homes. Bed sores, malnutrition, broken bones, dehydration, and yes, even death. If you believe that a loved one has been abused or neglected while living in a nursing home, call us. The consultation is free.
Office is Tampa, St. Petersburg.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are 2 very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
I can't think of anyone who really loves moving off the top of my head, but I do know that Good Greek Moving and Storage has dealt with your unique situations before. Don't get overwhelmed. Go with the company that is entrusted by multiple professional sports organizations. Even if you moved yourself and you need somebody to unpack, Good Greek can do it. Seriously, it's a one-stop shop for anything moving related. Get a free moving quote by going to goodgreek.com.
Register to bid at Mecum.com for Mecum's Florida Summer Special. Open today through Saturday, July 12th at Osceola Heritage Park with 1,500 muscle cars, classics, Corvettes, trucks, exotics, hot rod, customs, and more. That's Mecum.com.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day. And he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve. And it all starts with one call to Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give him a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's 866-CALL-MOE.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit information kit. 800-761-0000. That's 800-761-0000.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
This is where you earn your money. The Mike Caltas Summer Vacay Payday. Congratulations, winner. You'd won $1,000.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. This is Nick from Wesley Chapel. I just won $1,000 from Mike Caltas Summer Vacay Payday.
The Mike Caltas Summer Vacay Payday. Keep listening to The Bone for your chance to win cold, hard cash. 102.5 The Bone. And now, back to JP. And now, back to JP.
There's another world inside of me that you may never see. There's secrets.
JP 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. So what's up, Diz? What's your question/conundrum?
Yeah, so we were talking about McDonald's breakfast, and John Senning said when he goes to get a McDonald's breakfast, he will not eat the breakfast if he doesn't get a Coke with it. And I said, that's what I said. I said, you drink Coke for breakfast? And he goes, yeah, especially at McDonald's. And I said, that's crazy to me. And he couldn't believe that I couldn't fathom soda for breakfast. And I was I was never raised that way.
I can't do that either.
What? You don't know what you're missing.
That sounds like horrible parenting is what that sounds like.
No.
Thank you.
It matches so unbelievably. You guys, until you try it and you have that bite of what do you
Hold on. The girl with great parents is talking. Sorry, go ahead. Start over.
Right. She did raise me on that.
I missed that. Start over.
She definitely raised me on and that's how it started. I think I had orange drink, which is to me even worse. But if the Diet Coke and that hash brown and that bite of I like the sausage biscuit with egg, like that is the best combo. And I know a lot of it has to do with like hangover the day after drinking or whatever. And it just feels like a cure of some sort. But it also just matches. And also the caffeine and the bubbles, I feel like it just adds goodness to an already delicious
You guys were raised by animals.
Maybe.
You are.
Maybe.
Wolves.
But also maybe it's a Midwestern thing because he's a Michigan guy. I'm an Iowa girl.
Is
so
he? I don't know. I just, I can't do, listen, I work, and Monica and I work very strange hours. So, eating strange food at 9 a.m. or 8 a.m., to us is already lunchtime.
Yep.
but I can't do soda. No, I go and I'm a sausage McMuffin with egg guy.
Ooh.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
okay, that's the sausage, egg, cheese, and a muffin. Instead of a
Yeah,
biscuit.
it's basically an egg McMuffin. Take out the Canadian bacon, put in a piece of sausage. I don't know why they call it a sausage McMuffin with egg, but they do. But you got to get, and hash brown, you got to get coffee.
No.
That's breakfast.
But what if you don't drink coffee? Me.
Juice.
I don't
Orange
drink
juice.
coffee.
Yeah.
The juice is way too. So I get the 50 like the less sugars orange juice, and they don't do that at McDonald's. They will, and once every 10 times maybe I will get that milk. It's 1% milk, but it's tiny,
no.
and it just whatever. It doesn't. I drink it in all in one drink or whatever, so it's usually gone quickly.
Listen, I love Senning, and I wish I knew him better than I do because we haven't really had a chance to hang out outside of any work stuff or conversation. You know, a handful of conversations. I'm kind of surprised he's a soda guy, Mr. I'm doing a 72-hour fast to cleanse my body and that kind of thing. I'm surprised he drinks that stuff at all.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah, well, let's follow that
be.
up with when I was listening on the way home a couple of days ago, he was literally saying, and these are his words, so I'm not talking out of school, like, I've been eating so horribly. It's the worst I've ever eaten. I'm eating like crap.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fast was for, but
you know what when I found myself going down that road, and it's real easy because it's not, and this is part of the problem in this country. It's difficult to eat healthy.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
If you're looking to get something on the go, it's not. There's not a ton of options.
Yes.
And every single fast food restaurant, there's always an option. Like what you just said with your sausage, whatever. You could go for the egg McMuffin, no cheese, and that's like 200 calories. Like and no hash brown and black coffee. There are ways to do it.
Yeah, but it's like kissing your sister.
That's what I'm saying. So don't blame it on society and the fast food. Right? Blame
I'm
it
gonna
on
blame it on
yourself.
whoever I want to. There's not a whole lot of healthy options
There
out
are
there.
healthy options. You're just not choosing them.
And then the stores, they're all the most expensive stuff. They're like double the crappy food prices. Not paying all that.
What I started doing, and I found it to be economically feasible, is there's a lot of those meal companies where you go online and you'll order, say, like 10 meals, and you either go to the place and pick it up or they drop it off at the house. And it's basically meal prep, right? And the meals come out to be like $10 a piece. So, it'll cost you $100 for 10 meals, maybe. But you have them, and you're taking, healthy stuff to work every day. And that's, I found helped. Because if left to a lot of people, if left to their own devices and they got to get something quick, they're going to go into a McDonald's parking lot. They're going to go into Taco Bell. They're going to go get a slice of pizza. They're going to do.
And for the record, you could go to a racetrack because they do pretty much, I don't do it every morning, but when I need gas, at least once or twice a week, there's the under the heat lamps. There's all the good hash browns and breakfast sandwiches and breakfast pizza or whatever. But there's also bananas and apples. It's about what we choose. I
right,
say
but you got to get protein in you. You got to get protein. You want some protein in you, Monica?
I do. Maybe
It's been
I get
a while,
it other ways. All I'm saying is there are
It's been a
always
minute.
options. I follow TikTok people who there's whole options of if you go to this restaurant, this is what you get.
Yeah.
I'm in a calorie deficit. This is what I get at Taco Bell, and this is what I get at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, no, you're right. That does exist, but I don't think. I think there are a lot of people that don't have that knowledge of what you can strip down, or you can go to Chipotle and what you can get at Chipotle. Hey, do you guys have? We only have one of these places on Long Island, but I think they're starting to pop up all over the place. It's called Cava.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't know.
It's basically like a Mediterranean kind of Chipotle, where you go in and you make up you pick your protein.
What are the options?
It's kind of like Mediterranean based, so you'll have maybe a chicken kebab bowl kind of thing where you get to pick. You have greens, or you could have rice. And then chickens, and then the feta or different tzatziki sauce.
Ooh, I like all of that.
Different. Yeah, I'm telling you, man,
it looks pretty good.
I was blown away by it. My daughter, when I went out, we did Daddy Daughter Day with my daughter. She turned me on to it. I thought the place was great.
Well, I wonder.
I really
one in
did.
Tampa.
Is there where?
You feel like I felt like I ate, and I didn't feel like a disgusting animal when I was done. Which was nice.
One in South Tampa.
Of course.
And the other one is near downtown, actually.
By UT.
Yeah.
maybe your daughter's gonna.
Yeah.
I feel like when I finally do get to move down there, I'm going to end up in South Florida for whatever the reason. South Tampa.
Oh, God.
And it's going to drive Monica insane.
Yeah. You know what, though?
What?
Totally see it. I could totally see it. You'll be at Meat Market for a steak dinner on a Saturday night, and all the people will be there, and you'll be eating your steak.
Yeah, steak. A steak dinner. It's nice. You know what's funny? We went out when we were down there that time, and it was me, you, Raj, and we went to JoJo's dad's joint.
Yeah, well, but yeah.
What's the name of the place again?
Sacred
Yeah,
Pepper.
you managed just fine being in a nice restaurant. Like let's just say you blended in with no problem.
Okay, and remember I talked about this the other day. Every single second of that, I was extremely insecure. I felt like I didn't belong. All of that. Also, I haven't been there since probably. I only do that because you were here. Otherwise, I would not have. And I love Sacred Pepper. The food was delicious. The smoked old fashioned was amazing. All good stuff. I'm just not comfortable there because I feel like I don't belong.
Well,
so
you drink soda for breakfast, so you don't.
I don't at all.
You don't belong.
I want a roller dog from Racetrack and a soda for breakfast. Okay, these are the things that I feel comfortable in. This is my.
I understand that. So if I move to South Tampa, that means I have to get like the steak dinners and all that kind of stuff. I think I could do that.
You have to.
This sounds like my spot.
And people
it's close to Ian.
People are connected to other people, and I know that person. And okay, you're cool.
You are the first to get hit though during hurricanes.
Yeah, you can't. Hold on. When it rains, you're just a regular afternoon thunderstorm. How they do?
Yeah, your streets are flooded.
You're flooded.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not doing that.
There's nowhere for the water to go. You sitting in it.
And I'm assuming they keep that out of the brochure.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they're not telling you. They're not. You know, it's funny. There's a house by me that was like, the house was like in shambles. There were bad people living in the house. The kids were selling drugs out of the house. And it was only a matter of time before something happened. And I guess they finally got evicted and the house got bought. And whoever a house flipper guy went in there and really did a nice job on the house. But anytime it rains, the whole front of that property floods.
Oh, jeez.
And I was dying. Like they were having and the guy's asking an obnoxious amount of money for the house. And I was so tempted to just go in and like hang out there during the open house, be like, it floods every time it rains.
They hate you.
Just because the guy was asking so much money for the for what the house is and where it is. They did a nice job on the inside. They did a nice job, renovating the house. But I just wanted to for some reason, I'm like, that's obnoxious. The house floods every single time it rains.
They don't tell you that. You're exactly right. That's not in the brochure. That's why you got to know people wherever you are to kind of get the scoop. Talk to the neighbor before you walk. Before you buy.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
That's what we did, and that's how I knew I was moving into a cool spot because we knocked on some of the neighbors' door, like the neighbors' doors, and they were just very, very cool.
Yeah.
We asked questions or anything we need to know about the neighborhood and blah, blah, blah. And they were just great. And then it's not long after I moved in, my next door neighbor to the right, the guy that owns a security company, he shows up on my doorstep with a giant like gift basket in a cooler with like a bottle of Jaeger and a bottle of Grey Goose and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Oh my God.
And a cooler. And he's like, listen, I'm going to be doing some work, on the house next door. I'm sorry for the inconvenience ahead of time. And he's like, this is for you guys. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I was like, I thought that was, and I'm talking about, I think we're in the house maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, you could have gotten he needs to do that he probably could have given that to like the long neighbors, and you could have got like a gift card to a restaurant or something. He could have easily gotten away with that.
Probably, maybe, but he didn't. Listen, the whole thing, it was a cooler. It probably cost him
$100
more, a little bit, $100, maybe $120, $130 is what it cost him. Yeah, it was beyond, but that's how I knew I was in the right place. That and the day before. I think it was the day we closed on the house. A buddy of mine owned a bar that is exactly 1 mile away. And I went in there and he's like, did you close on the house? And I was like, yeah, we're all in. And he said, hey, everybody, this is my buddy John. He's new to the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, there were people just lining up shots in front of me.
Nice. That's in stubble home distance, too. You're good to go.
Not JP, John.
Oh, what's the difference?
It wasn't like he didn't say, "Hey, it's JP from BAB" and that kind of thing.
So
I was just like totally incognito.
Yeah.
Nobody
that's even
knew,
better.
and everybody was real cool. I'm like, okay, I'm in the right spot.
Everybody was
because even the houses that had a lot, like even the very expensive multi-million-dollar homes that aren't where I live, but not far away, they're all blue collar guys.
Yeah, well,
it's who owns a mason, who's a mason, who owns a landscaping company, who owns a storage place, guys that built their stuff up. They're all blue collar guys. I'm like, I'm in the right place. It's one of the reasons that we haven't sold yet.
Because you can't always get that. That's for sure.
Because I'm scared to death of having a douchebag next door. Because you could have the nicest house, and be like a pride of home ownership. You come in, you enjoy being home, you enjoy your house, and all it takes is one dick, one dick that lives next door or a couple of houses down.
Just be cool, yeah.
Like right now, a couple of years there was an older woman that passed away, and when she died, she gave the house to, I think it's her granddaughter and the son-in-law, grandson-in-law, whatever it is. And they'll wait weeks to mow the lawn. It drives me crazy.
Well,
because everybody else is on top of their game.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's as soon as you turn down the block, it's the first thing you see. You're like, come on,
But we don't know their circumstances. What if they work crazy hours and they don't want to mow at 10 o'clock at night?
She doesn't work. She sits on the front porch and smokes butts.
Well, maybe she's got other
True
things
story.
she's doing. I don't know the full. I don't like it, but I don't know the full. I'd like to know the story first.
Yeah, I'll tell you the story. It's been a couple of years. You can mow the lawn, or you can mow the lawn. He's an electrician. He does okay.
Also, very nice of all of your neighbors and everything. But the only thing they couldn't tell you was that you ain't going to be able to bang for the next 20 years because your
of the house.
walls are too thin.
Well, they don't have my
good point.
Well, the house on the left. They have the same house. The house on the right is a completely different layout.
Same walls, same thin walls.
On the left, I mean, I don't know if it's thin walls, but it's the layout of the house where the master bedroom and then the two more bedrooms where the kids would be are right there.
The masturbating room.
There's no room.
On a whole separate note, and I'm sorry, but I have to know because this has been driving me crazy for the last hour. What is that shirt you're wearing? It says The Bone on it, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
Why?
Stand up. I can't see it. I'm stop talking.
It's just the one of those dry fit shirts.
I still can't see it because it's showing me. This is so stupid. I need it. I want it because all I can see is the top and it says 1025 The Bone. Yeah, why do you have one and we don't?
I have no idea.
If it's dry fit, it's not a t-shirt. There you go.
I've had it years ago.
Turn around. What's on the back?
Nothing.
You bitch.
Nothing. We got this years ago.
No, we didn't. I got the 1025 Bone Ballers one when we were in the kickbox or the kickball thingy, but we didn't get just a plain one that looks like that.
Sorry.
I think I have that.
Ew.
Yeah, I have that.
Where did you get it?
I know, Mike Olivero. Where do we get everything that's cool?
I'm saying, where did you get it, Gareth? Mike Olivero?
Yeah.
Oh, well, were you working promo at the time? That might.
No.
Oh, you guys are bitches. You bitches. All right, that's cool. That's cool.
Clearly, he's prejudiced against Mexicans.
I see no other way. I see no other explanation. Women. Yeah, he's racist and sexist.
Yeah, I didn't go to the prize closet and get it myself. I promise.
I have a Bone logoed one that has Roger and JP logo on the back.
I have one of those too.
Yeah, it's old.
Those were quick. Those were short-lived.
Yeah.
Everything that had a Roger and JP logo on it was short-lived.
I will sell it to the highest bidder.
Right.
I never got my urinal cakes, for the record.
That's right.
No, they might still be around. I'll see if I can find those.
He wants to pee on something.
I forgot we had the bathroom named after us.
Do you have a Brett one? Didn't Brett get one too? Or no, he got the hand dryer.
Hand dryer.
You know what? I'm so bad with that stuff. I don't remember.
He did. He got
You're
the hand
right.
dryer.
You did, yeah.
He got the what?
A hand dryer.
Hand dryer. With his, you guys got the urinals and he got the hand dryer.
We got the whole, it says Roger and JP relief station or comfort station or something like that.
I love it.
In a big park. That was after we hit 20 years.
That's amazing. And then so if you were a tourist, if I were up there as a tourist, I could not only stop at the relief restroom, whatever, the relief station, I could also take a ride down JP Street.
Yes, you can.
That's a whole day.
Yes, you can. Which, by the way, on one side of my street, it's now across. It's like I'm facing one way, and the cross street is like a rabbi who passed away.
What?
Who was there was a dude.
So it's JP and Chachom?
Yeah, it's basically JP and Shlomo Street.
You're at the corner of
Well,
JP.
it's JP Street on the corner of Shlomo Avenue. It's really what it is. There used to be, it's been a whole bunch of different religious places now, but when I was a kid, it was a temple, a Jewish temple that was literally like one block over on the corner. And during Sabbath or the high holidays or whatever it is, he would walk a route to get to where he was the rabbi, and he would walk a route every single time. So they basically kind of named his route.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah, he passed away at like 100 years old or something along those lines.
So you'll always be connected to that guy, kind of literally.
It's JP Street and Shlomo. I live on the corner of JP Street and Shlomo Boulevard, or Avenue, whatever the hell it is.
I love it so much.
JP 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
You're listening to JP on 102.5. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Get to the Brisket Shop on Armenia in Tampa this Saturday from noon to 2 p.m. The Myco Radio Show will broadcast live. Meet up with John Senning and Monica and enter to win a room to the sold-out Bone Summer Beach Bash at the Sky Beach Resort, where you can experience the Friday night pig roast with Wild Fork Foods and the Brisket Shop.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
If you ever find yourself inside the emergency room, surrounded by these sounds, by these voices, by these machines, may you find our team of expert emergency caregivers at your side.
You're gonna be okay. Just grab my hand.
This is the power of the human spirit. Advent Health ER, 24/7 access to convenient emergency care. Go to the erexperts.com for locations near you. Advent Health, feel whole.
You know, the heat in Tampa does not play, and you have about, 8 months of it left, Tampa? But thankfully, neither does Super Heat and Air and Plumbing. They've teamed up with their experts at ABC to bring you fast pro service backed by two of the best names in the business. And right now, they're offering a $29 AC system check, whether your unit's working or not. And if you need a repair, that $29 goes right towards it. Their techs are trained, their trucks are stocked, and it's all happening in the same day. If you're hearing weird noises, getting weak airflow, or just sweating too much in your home, or your electric bill is going high, don't wait. Call Super Heat and Air and ABC today for guaranteed impeccable service and cooling you can count on. All you need to do is go to superheatandair.com. They'll send a trained professional HVAC technician out there today and get you taken care of. And then they're there for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you ever have an emergency, whether it be for your AC or your plumbing, know that Super Heat and Air and Plumbing is there for you. Call them at 813-618-5818. That's 813-618-5818 or superheatandair.com. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
So many people want to buy a home, to plant roots, to stop renting, to build wealth. But life throws obstacle after obstacle. I get it. Interest rates went up. Prices fell out of reach. And for many families, even those who've outgrown their current home, they're stuck just watching the market climb. But here's the truth. The market has shifted. We're now in a buyer's market, and that changes everything. Sellers are more willing to cover your closing costs, make repairs, even negotiate price. That means you hold the cards right now. So, how long will you wait? When's the right time? It's now, and I'm here to help you win. I'm Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger on 102.5 The Bone. We're a direct lender, so no middleman, so you always get the best rate and terms. Call me now at 813-213-4009. That's 813-213-4009. Or apply online at WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com.
Hey, Brandon Rhymes here, top 1% realtor team, Keller Williams Realty. Buy, sell, or invest in real estate, commercial or residential. 813-917-1894, consumerqb.com. 917-1894, consumerqb.com.
Hey, Josh, what's with all the fans? And what are you doing with our cooler? It's as hot as heck in here.
I know. The AC's out again. I'm converting our cooler into a makeshift portable AC unit.
You just ruined our new cooler. Why didn't you just call Climate Design Home Services?
I called the other guys. They can't get to us until 2 weeks from now. I'm sure they're all booked solid.
Josh, Climate Design Home Services can install AC systems typically the same day. They have licensed HVAC, electrical, and plumbing crews to take care of our entire home. And right now, we get our choice of a hot water tank up to 50 gallons or a whole home surge protector when we install an AC system. We can finance it too. Plus, they have over 1,500 five-star reviews and service the entire Suncoast region.
Okay, I'll call now. In the meantime, if you're looking for the ice, it's in the cooler.
Ugh.
Call Climate Design Home Services today and get cool air fast. Go online for offer details at climatedesign.com or call 727-295-1572.
Where exactly do you think you're going? You're abandoning me, your beloved, exquisitely plush couch. Look, these feet are handcrafted mahogany. Put that Heineken's back. Do you really want to go to that concert? Wouldn't it be infinitely better to stay here with me? Look, I have a perfect imprint of your posterior. Please, don't go!
Don't listen to your couch. Head to a concert with some friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go. All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it.
Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning Stone Pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. They're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, our computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time. And those cars are going real fast and real laugh, son.
But he's gay. He's gay, excuse me, he's blind.
You ready?
Oh, wait.
So we're just gonna wing it?
There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
And now.
Right now.
Now, it's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
And I be teaching them northern fight like on the 10-pound test. Smoke cess, never fast, take a guess. I be the early morning Stone Pimp. Straight limping, rooms farm drinking. At the party, big booty pinching. Chilling like a villain, balloon filling. Whack MC killing. The fine hoe drilling with the $1 million talent and the 10-cent brain. Been gone too long, too much cocaine. But now that I'm back on the block, I'm ready to rock left to right all night. My game's tight, I wish you might take a bite out of this here toxic, melodic, neurotic product, fresh from the heart.
That was a close one.
Hardest, smartest label in town, top dog.
We made it. That was stressful. That was more stress than I would like. And normally, I'm very good at like timing my time to be in here, but there was a lot of people canoodling around the hallways. Josh Maloney of Pitbull Toddler is right outside the door. We were talking a little vroom vroom. Our boss, Jason Meter, and JoJo and Corey were in the hallway. My buddy Frank. So I was really lollygagging my way in here. And I walked in and I saw a panicked Dizzy hovering over the board, telling us that the show was starting about 5 minutes early.
Yeah.
So we pulled it off. I am John Senning. He is Dizzy. This is Senning Show. Thank you for being here. Our buddy, thoughts out to our buddy Just Call Mo. He would normally be here on Thursdays to kick off the show. I don't know what or if anything he wants me to say, but he's going through something emergency with one of his puppies. So he's not able to be here today. But we still have a hell of a show planned for you today. If you'd love to or like to or just maybe kind of sort of want to, call us 800-771-1025. Hit us up on social media at the John Senning at Dizzy for Mayor. And the video is live, baby, live. You can check out the Bone YouTube page, which a lot of people seem to be gravitating to, as well as Facebook. I didn't even get a chance to talk to you about this yet, but I'm very excited. Let me make sure there's been no cancellations. Let me give you some good, no cancellations. So there is a dude that I got a chance to, honestly, I just became a fan of him years ago on Facebook, and his name is Garrett, but they call him Captain Planet. And he's the best way that I can explain him is he presents just like the coolest, hippie-ish, down-to-earth guy you've ever seen, but he has an extreme commitment to the environment, and that's what he does. He's really ultimately a scientist, and he goes out and he teaches people about things going on in the environment with our ecosystem here in the state of Florida. He's always trying to, do right by the animals and our surroundings as this state continues to grow. And I know this is going to make some people's ears perk up, so just buckle up and, maybe be open-minded for 5 seconds. He is one of the loudest voices that is petitioning the alligator Alcatraz because of the environmental impacts. I have not personally seen or heard exactly what they think the alligator Alcatraz is doing that's harming the environment, because a lot of that area was already built up. So he's going to join us at about 1:40 to talk about alligator Alcatraz, and we'll pick his brain on a lot of things pertaining to the state of Florida and whether or not we're slowly killing the animals and the environment. We had words today, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on. I got this.